Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a beautiful Friday afternoon video. And it's Friday, you gotta get down on Friday, something for that weekend, as we all know. Thank you to Becky G for that, that is what it is. But, thank you for watching on this Friday afternoon, May the 8th, 2026, right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling Channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Share the video all over the internet, and subscribe to my other channels as well. Show your love, support. Leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments. You get sent to the Shadow Realm, beaten severely, and then Ozzy and Satan will come out, laugh at you, and then kick your ass, and then eat your soul in one fell swoop. So don't leave stupid comments, you get blocked. If you don't like that, then cry me a river, you little bitch. Go cry to mommy, wah. You know, that's it. You're not going to do it here. So, kiss my ass about that. Find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, you're SOL. You know what that means. Ha! And that's pretty much it. And for our newbies out there, as we are getting closer to 1,300 subscribers, or 1,200, I forget what count. But as we get closer to about 1,200 subscribers, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And when you do, as we say to business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice tasty cold one, which I don't have at the moment, because I am running out in a little bit to do some errands. So, but I will have one when I come right back. I'm going basically to the store and right back. But I do have other errands to run. So when I get done with those, I'll have a nice tasty cold one. And I'll sit back, relax, put my feet up and enjoy my own show. And maybe other people's shows too. But when you do it, sit back, relax, grab yourself your own tasty cold one, put your stinky feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, well, get out of here. Go watch somebody else. And if you can't do that, you got problems. And that's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, all that other great stuff. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on a beautiful Friday afternoon, Mother's Day weekend, so be good to your mama this weekend, or is she gonna slap you city? But that's pretty much it. Hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe and be well. I'm gonna have hopefully a pretty good weekend. I do got some events this weekend with the missus, and Mother's Day, of course. And then next weekend, I got some wrestling. So, got a whole plate full of stuff this coming month and going into next month as well. So, I'm gonna have a great weekend. Hopefully you do too. And if not, well, sucks to be you. And that's pretty much it. But on this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, I do have some wrestling videos coming down the pipe. I've been so backed up this week. It's been a really stressful week with work and other things going on in my life that, you know, gotta take a back seat to doing, you know, YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I have put out some content, so check out my channels. And that's it. But a lot to come today and tomorrow and a little bit on Sunday. So a whole weekend of wrestling action. We'll get into a little music maybe next week. We got some big in this moment news. I want to get to that next week because I'm just getting the stuff in. So from the mighty in this moment. Can't wait for that. The only news I have regarding them, 2 new music videos have been recorded. They're being edited. So I think we're going to see some new music videos from In This Moment off their new record, which is done. I think it just has to be mixed a little bit. I think it's going to be out by the summer or the fall. It's going to be a banger. I've heard some of it. It is a banger. Holy shit. But, because that's my job. I get to listen to good stuff. But I digress. So, check that out. That's going to be coming down the pipe on the Metal God channel. More music stuff, related stuff during the summer. And that's that. Because I'm going to be here through most of the summer, into a little bit of the fall, but we'll see what happens as we get there. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on your Friday, we got SmackDown coming your way later tonight on the USA Network, the go-home show before Backlash tomorrow in Tampa, Florida. See what Jacob has to say. I don't think we're going to see Roman tonight. Cody and Walter. See what's going on with them. And just more lead up to Backlash tomorrow. Roman has more dates actually coming up. Not in June, except for the end of June. Which is, I believe, after Night of Champions we'll see him. And then a couple of dates in July. We'll see him as the lead up to SummerSlam commences. I think there's going to be a show in Atlantic City, New Jersey. He's going to be on Raw. Because Raw and SmackDown will be in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I might be at one of those shows. I'm going to try, but I'm not sure yet. But we'll see. Because, it's... Cha-ching. Cha-ching for the show. Cha-ching for the hotel and food. For the night, at least. And I'm not going to stay there for, the whole fucking week and wait for SmackDown. No, not going to do that. I'd rather just go to either Raw to see my Tribal Chief or go to SmackDown. Not that I want to see Cody, but just to have the experience and have fun in Atlantic City and blow my money. But it is what it is, like Vegas. But we'll see what happens with that. But Roman got a few more dates this month. We'll see him at Clash in Italy at the end of the month. And then we won't see him until after Night of Champions. So, that's that. As we go into July, a couple shows there, and then we'll definitely see him at SummerSlam. And then probably won't see him after that. Who knows? But whether he be champion or not after SummerSlam, and who he faces in between. We know he faces Jacob tomorrow. Definitely gonna win there. Was the whole thing with the negotiations pretty much done. It was just a false rumor. It was some concern, but WWE saying, "Oh, we don't have nothing to worry about. Roman's not negotiating his contract. We're not going to dock his pay 50% like the other people," which I think is stupid, but it is what it is. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. Anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. Now, this is not a wrestling video. This is a channel/life update. And let me get into it really briefly because I don't want to take so much time. Now, I've been on this channel, I've been on YouTube going on 17 years. It'll be 17 years in August the 9th, actually, so mark that date on your calendar. 17 years on this glorious website, which, I don't know how much longer I have, but I know I had through the summer, through the fall. I might take a break after that. How long? I don't know. When? Don't know right now, but I'm having fun. And that's all that matters here on YouTube. I'm having fun. Whether people like me, people don't like me, they want to call me on my BS. I don't give a shit if you call me on my BS, because it's the same BS that you say every fucking day on your garbage channels. And I personally don't care. Womp, womp, womp. That's all it is. Womp, womp, womp. So, call me out all you want. It ain't gonna matter, because you're just wasting your goddamn time writing up your garbage posts, doing videos or live streams. It's just a waste of your time. Whether you want to say it's not, that's your own dumb opinion, because my opinion matters way more than yours. But I'm just having fun here, and I'm going to keep doing my reviews, I'm going to keep doing my predictions, I'm going to try not to be so wacky, doing my impressions. Every once in a while I might do one, but I'm just going to keep it simple, and really, I'm going to go back to basics. This is not a moving on video, as I've done so many of them, and it's boring. People saying, "Oh, why are you doing another one? Boring," So I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go back to basics and go back to 2009, the way I did videos back in the day, not through a camcorder. I'm doing it through a phone now. I upgraded, so we're just going to keep it simple. If I have something to say, if I have to rant about the WWE or AEW, wrestling in general, or just, stupidity in politics, or the Mets and the Niners, or whatever it may be, I'm going to do that. But as far as drama goes, I'm pretty much done with that garbage. I'm not doing videos about it. I'm not even doing that many posts about it. Short-wise, really doesn't, I do my shorts if I use AEW or WWE content, or even if I don't even use wrestling content, people get upset because it's about them. And it's not really about you. It's just putting content on my channel. So if you think it's about you, you need to go see a psychiatrist because your head needs to be examined. Not about all these people, whether it be from UK or Canada or Mexico or wherever they come from. I really don't give two fucks. That's all they are is talking, whomping machines. Insignificant, inanimate objects that I personally waste my time on. And it's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I'm done wasting my time on insignificant people that ain't gonna matter in my life, so. Because they have no life. They claim they do, when we really don't. They claim, they make these claims that I'm on YouTube 24/7, 365, which is not true. Not true, because yesterday I didn't even do a video. Oh, one day, Peter! Try a week! I've gone a month. I've gone 7 months without doing a video on YouTube. That break I took in 2017, in July, I did my goodbye video, and I said, well, it's not goodbye, it's see you later, basically what Sting says, I took off basically the rest of 2017, came back right after New Year's Day in 2018, people welcomed me back with open arms. If you can, I think it's on this channel, or one of my channels, where I came back in 2018. I didn't get a lot of comments, but I got a lot of views, and a lot of people like, hey, welcome back, Peter, yay! And all the mindless zombies like, oh, he's back, ugh! Why don't you just stay away? How about, no. I will leave on my own terms. I don't have to listen to you mindless zombies telling me, oh, why don't you just leave? I don't have to leave. And I'm not going to leave, whether you like it or not. So, deal with it, bitches. And that's that. So some changes will be made on some of my channels, but not many changes. I'm still going to do my reviews, and thoughts and stuff like that, news reviews, predictions, stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. But I am starting over. So, and I've done a couple of these before where people are like, oh, it's another one of those videos, oh, he's saying, reborn, he puts up community posts saying, reborn again. It's whatever to me. It's whatever. So, I'm just starting my life over. I put up a video from a band yesterday. I forgot what the name of the band was. I think it was Silent Token, or not Silent Token. I forget the name. I forgot the name of the band. I'm sorry. I have a senior moment right now. I put up a video on this channel saying, that nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm gonna fight my way back, and stuff like that. And people took it that it was bad news. How can you prove that? How can you prove that, bad news? I had bad news yesterday when I really didn't. I had a bad day, but it wasn't bad news. So, take your thoughts and shove them up your fucking ass. But, I'm just doing a lot of soul searching now, and I want to right the wrongs that I've committed here on YouTube, in my life, and just start fresh. Not saying I'm going to take down all my channels and then start from zero back up. No, not doing that. I'm keeping my channels the way they, up. But as far as my life goes, I'm just going to start over. Here on YouTube, I'm going to go back to the basics. What brought me to the dance, basically. See how that goes. And if it doesn't work out, at least I tried. I'm not going to say, if I don't get like 1,500 subscribers by Christmas, I'm going to quit. No. I'm not going to do that. If I don't make it, that's fine. I keep going. I'm going to keep going for another 17 years. Or however long I feel like going. YouTube is not going to be my life. I'm going to hit 50 in December. We all know that. I'm going to be 50 in December. And then I'm going to pretty much start the second half of The Price is Right. The second half of my life. Which is going to be totally different from the first half of my life. Because the first half of my life has been tumultuous, ups and downs. I've had the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, and the really lowest of lows where basically hitting the bottom of the barrel or hitting rock bottom, if you will. And even if I hit rock bottom, I slowly make that climb up to where I feel that, life is getting good, it's getting stable, it can get even better. That's what I'm striving to do as of today. I'm just gonna focus on myself, not focus on YouTube. Because YouTube is not a hobby for me. People just don't get that. And I'm just gonna focus on my health, which it's not great, but I'm trying to get better with my mind, with my health, doing new things, exploring new possibilities, and stuff like that. And we move on with that. My relationship with the missus is rocky, but it's good. But in all in all, we fight, we yell at each other, but still we have a mutual respect for each other. And I know I hurt friends here on YouTube. I totally regret that. I take full responsibility for it. And I'm just human, like flesh and blood. And, I hurt a lot of good people. I'm not going to name names. I don't need to. Some of them have, I talk to on a backstage basis. I see a couple of them at wrestling shows here in my neck of the woods. And we talk. We're just civil. We don't, we're not like buddy anymore, which is fine. I have other people that, they see me, they still don't want to talk to me because of past issues or whatever, and that's fine too. I'm trying to throw the olive branch in and say, you know what, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Let's let bygones be bygones. If you don't want to be my friend anymore, that's fine. Good luck to you in your future endeavors, and I'll do what I'm going to do in my future endeavors. That's the way it's going to be outside of YouTube. And, and inside of YouTube. Because, I heard a lot of people, I said a lot of bullshit, I've done a lot of bullshit that that's not me, and I totally regret. I know people like, the death threats and all this other shit. Most of it was warranted because some of these people from the UK or from wherever they are kind of deserve some of it. Because you threaten me, I have full right to threaten you back. And if you don't like that, then cry about it. Because you're not going to say it to my face, and if you did, you know where you're going to go. Which is a slammer. Whether you call me a pussy or a coward or cop color, whatever you may be, that's fine. I'm just protecting myself. And if I have to throw down, I will throw down. But that day is never, ever going to come. Whether you believe me or not. So, that's the way it is. And that's the way it's gonna be. Because I'm gonna have an opinion about wrestling, about anything I feel like. And if you don't like my opinion, too bad. Because your opinion really doesn't matter that much. And that goes for everybody. Everybody. Including Joe Cronin, including Issa, including Heel Steven, people like that. I may not agree with their opinion, but I'm not gonna go back and forth and fight about it. And say, oh, your opinion is wrong, you're such a piece of shit. No, I'm not gonna do that. Especially the people like Issa and Joe Cronin and Issa's chat. I'm not gonna do that. Or, Heel Steven, or whoever may be that I'm good friends with on YouTube. I know I won't say names, but it's for reference. So, whatever. But, me and Issa banter every so often with the Yankees, with the Knicks, with the Giants, as I'm not I don't like the New York teams, besides the Jets and the Rangers and the Mets. Whether they like the Yankees and the Knicks, I don't give a fuck. When they lose, I'll throw it in their face, but it's just, it's banter. It's just harmless banter. Whether they ban me or not, I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, I'm just being funny. Whether they take it too hard, that's on them. But, whatever it may be. But, wrestling-wise, we all have our own opinions. And I feel some of my opinions are good, some are bad, but, I'm going to have an opinion, and if they have an opinion, and somebody like Issa has an opinion, I'm like, okay. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm like, okay. And if I wanted to go to banter back and forth with Issa, I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't need to go back and forth with people and start a drama war, which I most of the time win. So, but it is what it is. But I've done a lot of shit in 17 years on this website that were good, not so good, and I made a lot of enemies. Most of them are gone and onto a relevant island. Some are still around. They really need to move on, but they won't. And all I gotta say is, have fun wasting your time. That's it. I'm done wasting my time. So, from here on out, I'm going to be doing my own thing, doing my videos, and I really don't care about your channels. They're all dead anyway. Because the same fucking shit every time I see it. The same garbage. The same calling out Peter garbage. And all I gotta say is, if you want to keep watching, fine, but you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Get your clicks off me, but thank you. Thank you for making me popular. Because you're not popular, you're just getting clicks off people's names. And acting like morons on a live stream or in regular videos or on your dumb community posts. You're wasting your goddamn time and breath when you could be doing something else with your life. I'm just saying, I have a life. I work, I do whatever I gotta do to get by. I get events coming up, I go hang out with my friends, pretty much almost every weekend. Minus the rain, per se, but, even if it's gonna rain tomorrow, I'm going to an event tomorrow, and then next weekend I'm going to hang out with my buddies at an indie show in the city, so I'm good. So, you say I don't have friends, I got lots of friends. I don't have many friends, but I got lots of friends. Not as much as I used to have, because some of them, they moved on, they moved clear across the world, some of them. And some of them, I haven't talked to like 10, 15, 20 years, and then they just pop up on my Facebook feed or my Instagram feed, like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, I haven't heard from you in 10 years. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just chilling, just wanted to see what's going on, I haven't heard from you in a while. Blah, blah, blah. Even people on this website that I haven't talked to since the heyday of the WC, once in a while they'll pop up, say, hey, in my comment section, or if I don't, pretty much half of them are not blocked, because some of them, their channels are gone, and they make new channels like, hey, Peter, remember me? I'm like, yeah. Sadly, I do. Whether whether they still have hate for me or they want to put bygones be bygones. I'm like, okay, but I still have my guard up. I'm like, I was like, all right, well, let bygones be bygones, but if you're gonna fuck around with me again, it's not gonna end well because I'm not gonna care. So, with other people that I don't really like on this website, the two I don't like, I care less what they do in their future endeavors. Whether they get lots more subs and clickbait views, that's on them, but to anybody else I said mean things to, even some of you UK douchebag trolls, I greatly apologize. I'm just gonna move on. Whether you want to take this as another, it's one of those fake fucking apologies, which none of my apology videos have ever been fake. Except for one. That was like a year or so ago. Because I got baited into doing an apology, which I really shouldn't even have done. But still. For 17 years, if you loved me, great. If you hate me, I'm sorry. And if I offended some of you people in the wrong way, then I greatly apologize. And that goes to people that I used to be friends with like 3 years ago. They know who they are. And they will see this video. If they don't, they should see the video. Whether their opinion is still the same about me from 3 years ago, that's fine. I wish you well in your YouTube career and in your life. I hope you have great success. And, some people have lost loved ones in their life. And I greatly apologize, and I send my condolences from me, the missus, and my family to your family for your losses and everything. So I've had some, family members that have passed away. I have friends that have passed away, stuff like that. So life's not all fun and games here in the Joseph household. You know what I mean? But I have my good days and I have my bad days. The same thing with the missus. The same thing with my family. We have our good days. We have our bad days. That's the way life is. It can't be all hunky-dory, flowers and all that other shit. Nothing's ever perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect life. I mean, even the billionaires, all these high-profile celebrities like Kim Kardashian and all the other people that have lots of money, you think they have a great life? No, because they're getting hounded by paparazzi. People hate them. But that's what comes with the territory of being a celebrity. The same thing with In This Moment. People don't like their music. They think it's satanic, which I don't think so, but, all the people that say that metal is satanic and all the bands worship the devil, I think you need to listen better. Open your ears, because there's messages in the music, and it's not all about Satan. It's not even about Satan. And I know people go like, oh, you don't like Ren, or you don't like all these other mumble rappers. Well, that's not my particular type of music. I don't listen to them. I think they're garbage. MGK, I hate his guts. That song with freaking Fred Durst from Limp Dick Biscuit, hated it. Good riff, but hated the song. I used to like Limp Bizkit back in the day, Nookie and everything. Now, they still suck dick, from Zakk Wylde days. But that's another story for another time. I like my particular brand of music. Whether you hate it, I don't give a fuck, because your opinion don't matter. They're still gonna sell almost as much as, Ren or whoever. And if Ren gets 5 million hits in an hour on YouTube, big fucking deal. Big deal. Is he selling anywhere in the United States? As far as I know, nothing. It might be. That's great for him. Oh, In This Moment doesn't have platinum records. They have gold records. They're getting there. And they're 20 some odd years, basically 21 years now since In This Moment was created, back in 2005. And I remember the day they first came out and everything. Even before they had a record deal. I met them before they had a record deal, and even before they even friended me on Facebook. Sorry, MySpace, Kenny, MySpace. You know, most of the bands I knew from MySpace in this moment. December's Fall. Oh, okay, I mentioned December's Fall. So people like bands like that friended me on Facebook. Oh god damn it! Friended me on MySpace because I had a college radio show at the time. You know, from Lacerated Skies, another band that is like got their name from Slayer. Slayer. There's a couple other bands that I actually knew from college. There's a couple guys I went to college with that had a band, and now they're doing their separate things because they got families and life and shit like that. And I do a lot of audio work for some of them and photography. I directed a couple of videos, music videos, for some of the bands that I know here in New York. I've done photography, great photography, by the way. I might branch out into that. I might see where that goes. Or, because it's one of my passions is doing some photography here and there. And, and not for somebody that you think but, I'm going to branch out on my own and do it. Because when I work for my music job, it's not related to family or anything like that. I actually work for a credible music label. So, go fuck yourselves. And that's pretty much it. I make good money. I get praised by the band. I get, when they have shows, I'm there. You don't need to get me tickets, if they're at the Hammerstein Ballroom and shit. It's like, oh, Pete, come on down. We'll get you in, don't worry. They don't send me a ticket, they send me a VIP pass, and I'm good. So, but it is what it is. I have a good life, with the missus and with my family. Even if we have bad days, we get through it, and that's the way it is. But, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brand new start, starting over, not particularly I hate using the term, but a new day, Jesus Christ the Lord, I'm finding God. No, none of that. I mean, I still love God, talk to him every day, stuff like that, but I'm just starting over and going back to basics and not caring about anything but myself. And if you don't like it, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. You don't like it? Don't watch. Simple as that. But you will watch, so you can call me out of my bullshit, and I personally, royally don't give a fuck. Because you're wasting your time. With your videos, your live streams, anything. And I know there's going to be posts about this video. I don't really give a shit. So, go waste another hour or two. Call me out of my bullshit. And I personally would just laugh at the video. I will not care. So, call me out all you want. I don't care. I do not care. Because I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. And if you still don't like it, that's too goddamn bad. Because you're not going to shut me up. You're not going to shut me down. Because I'm going to keep rising like the mighty phoenix. Every day. Every day is going to be a good day. It might be stressful here and there, but I'm going to strive to make my day 85 to 90% great. And today, I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to do some chores. I'm going to have some lunch with the missus. We're going to watch SmackDown. We're going to we're going to do our thing. And then this weekend, we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun together. We're going to be together with some friends and family as well on the weekend. And then next weekend, me and my buddies are going to enjoy some some wrestling and all that good shit. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna just play with yourselves. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna be obsessed with me. Say I don't have a life when I prove you wrong every single day, because you don't prove shit. And if you do, it still doesn't matter because nobody else is listening to you. So you're wasting your time. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I'm gonna go do my errands. I'm gonna enjoy my afternoon. It's almost 3 o'clock here, getting a little bit cloudy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Ugh. Midday rain. And I gotta go out in this godforsaken shit tomorrow night. But hopefully by the time I go out tomorrow night, it won't be that bad. So I hope I'm not gonna get soaked because I'm gonna have an umbrella with, and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna enjoy my weekend, enjoy the rest of my life. Rest of my life. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of 2026. Hopefully make the second half of 2026 much better than the first half. Not even at the halfway point of this year. We're about 23 days, 3 weeks away from the end of this month, and the start of June. Summer's gonna be here soon. Well, the unofficial start of summer is 17 days away. We're about 6 weeks away from the start of summer, one of my favorite seasons in the whole wide world. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the spring, Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna have fun with family and friends, and then I'm gonna ride into the summer all the way till Labor Day weekend. Do what I gotta do, make the money you wish you had, and just enjoy life. And not care so much about garbage as fuck YouTube. Because it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. It's just a hobby. Whether you think so or not, that doesn't matter to me. And that's that. Let me move on. Alright, thanks for watching this 37-minute video. I know I went a little bit longer than I thought it was going to go, but I had to get a lot off my chest. But it's not going to be 10 hours, you fucktards. But it's 37 minutes and change, so deal with it. And that's that. Because you watched every single second of it. And if not, you watched like 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes. Or whatever amount of time you watched, you still watched. Because you're a hypocrite saying, I'm not going to watch you anymore, Peter. Yet you still watch me. Do I watch any of your videos? No, because I don't care about it. The same bullshit. So, it is what it is. I'm done with all these insignificant fucktards on YouTube. I'm not even gonna bother going on their channels anymore. It's just the same bullshit I see. And I don't really care. And if I admitted that, so be it. Don't care. Because you upset with my channels every fucking day. See what I post on my community posts. See what I post video-wise. Because you still watch. Oh, I don't watch you, Peter. Yeah, you're a liar. You're a liar. It is what it is. You can put up your boring fucking UK garbage fucking rap. It's garbage. Go ahead and put it up. I'm not going to care, because it's garbage. I'll put up my videos. I put up a Steel Panther video today, a hilarious Mother's Day video. Oh, jeez. I put up a new Hanabi video, a live video from Hanabi. That's Japanese death metal for you dumb fucks at home. It's gonna be new stuff coming down the pipe. I put a new Moses and White video came out with Corey Taylor. It's a banger. The new album comes out in July. I already pre-ordered it. It sounds amazing. From Moses and White. I mean, In This Moment's got a record coming out. There's a lot of new bands coming out. I mean, Seven Us just came out with a new album called One. It's amazing. I put up a couple of videos off that album. It's amazing. So, eventually I'll start doing more album reviews, song reviews, maybe video reviews, though I can't play much of the music because of copyright, but yeah, so I'm going to branch out to new endeavors, new videos, some new topics on some of my channels, maybe some vlogs here and there if I get to it, but new stuff coming down the pipe, ladies and gentlemen, and a fresh start, and not a fresh start per se, but starting over my life as I start the second half of this year and the second half of my life as I hit that great age of 50, because you know what happens after 50. Down the hill. But I'm not gonna make it go downhill. I'm gonna make it, go up, up, up. I'm gonna dick your mom's ass. But it is what it is. So whether you like the video, whether you hate the video, I don't care. But if you like it, thank you. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And if you don't, that's too bad for you. And that's that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will be back with some wrestling videos. Raw coming up, because I gotta get Raw done before SmackDown tonight. I'm gonna do NXT. We'll try to talk about AEW maybe later or early tomorrow. We'll get to TNA late tomorrow night. And then we'll talk about like I said, I'll do Raw NXT tonight. Maybe get to AEW tonight. We'll see. If not tomorrow for Dynamite Collision. There is Collision tomorrow. Fairway to Hell, which is stupid for 1 hour. Whoa, 1 hour! And Darby's facing Pac. Woohoo! Joy! Nobody's gonna watch that because everybody's gonna watch Backlash. So, we got that. I will be doing my Backlash predictions Saturday. Before I run out to my festivities on Saturday night. I will not be watching Backlash live. I will be watching on the replay, so that review will be coming on Sunday. So I'm like I said, I'm backed up, but I'll try to get everything I can on my channels this weekend. So get back to Monday for Raw. Hopefully I can get everything done, and then we'll somehow get back to a normal schedule. But like I said, I'm busy, so so if I don't do the Raw review that day, or, it'd probably be the day after, or the day after that, or the day after that. It might come 4 days after that, so I apologize, it's life. I'm not on YouTube 24/7 doing videos. I'll do shorts here and there, just to put some content up, but I'm not on. Yesterday I wasn't even on, so, there's gonna be days where I don't do videos, and then people are like, yay! Good for you. Like, whatever. But that's all I gotta say. Alright. I really gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta do some errands. And, I'll be back a little bit later with your Monday Night Raw review over on my main channel, Killer Demon 669. Then we'll talk about NXT. Maybe we'll get to AEW before SmackDown. Or we'll talk about it after SmackDown. And, then tomorrow, we'll definitely talk about Backlash predictions. And whatever else comes this weekend, please hit that bell. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe now. Lots of content coming throughout this summer and into the fall. We will get to that 17-year plateau with my 17-year anniversary. We'll just briefly talk about the past, the present, maybe in the future, Conan, but we'll see how that goes. By the time we hit August the 9th, and it's coming up fast, so that's that. Then I might do another channel update as we get into the fall and winter months, see where we go from there, and then we'll see what happens for 2027. And that's that, because I'm going to keep going. That's that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're not all down with that, that's too bad. I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. I hope you learned something, and I'm going to go enjoy my life, and I'm going to start fresh. So, it's a new start, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin. Let's begin this new start. Not moving on video. If you think it is, fuck you. And that's that. So, to a new beginning. Until next time, my friends. I love you all. God bless you all. Peace.